When using the sponsorship module in GiveCloud, it's first recommended that you configure your sponsorship options. You can do that in Features, Sponsorship, Configure. Firstly, you need to set the language used to describe your sponsorship records. Example, child versus children, or animal versus animals. This language will be used at various places in your GiveCloud admin and on your public site. Recurring payments. It's important to note in GiveCloud that a sponsorship consists of two things: the link between the sponsor and the child, and the recurring payment that processes payments associated with the sponsorship. When a recurring payment is suspended due to a failed payment, for example, so let's say a sponsor's payment method failed due to insufficient funds or the card being expired, what do you want to happen to the sponsorship? It's recommended that you leave this as do nothing. When a recurring payment is canceled, however, we recommend that the sponsorship is also ended. Sponsored records on your website. When a child is sponsored and can no longer receive any more sponsorships, would you like to still show that child on your public listing on your website? Or do you want to hide children who have already been sponsored from the public listing on your site? It's recommended to hide sponsored records so that if someone goes to the listing of children on your site, they will only see children that are available to be sponsored. Sponsor options. You can allow your sponsors to end their sponsorships through the donor portal. If you'd like to do that, you would just need to enable this setting. When ending a sponsorship through the donor portal, a sponsor can provide a reason for why they're ending their sponsorship. You can add additional reasons in here or remove any of these default reasons provided. Default sorting on website. Your sponsorship listing on your site can be sorted based on the filter applied here. You can choose to sponsor from oldest records appear first, or they can be sorted in terms of first name in alphabetical order. It's recommended, however, to use the random. This way, children can show up on the front page, on the first page of sponsorship results on your site in a random manner, so that every child gets an opportunity to be on the front page of your sponsorship listing. Age of maturity. Define the age at which children age out of your sponsorship program. Using this age here, GiveCloud will generate a report of mature children. You can then choose whether, if any of these mature children are currently being sponsored, how you would like to deal with those current sponsorships. Number of sponsors. Here you can define the number of sponsors that a child needs to be considered sponsored. This way, GiveCloud can automatically hide sponsored records from your website. Here, you can define the maximum number of sponsors that are allowed for each child. Tracking and reporting. Here, you can define the sources that can be used when setting up a sponsorship through GiveCloud admin internally. You can define, well, how is the sponsorship coming in? Is it coming in over the phone? So you're on the phone with the sponsor, or is it due to a special event, or did a potential sponsor mail in and say that they want to sponsor? This allows you to track how these sponsorships are coming in. It's important to note that any sponsorship that's done through your website will automatically be assigned the source of website. End reasons. These end reasons only show up internally. If someone requests to end their sponsorship and someone on your team is ending the sponsorship internally through the GiveCloud admin, they can specify a reason for why the sponsorship is being ended. You can add additional reasons in here or remove any of the default pre-populated reasons.